there, kids, and welcome to another fun-filled episode of Straight Up Science. Today we will be covering 3 topics: acids, bases, and the pH scale. It's gonna be a crazy ride. So buckle up and let's get started. You see, water is an amphoteric substance. That means it can act as both an acid and a base.
But how does it do that?
Water is able to self-ionize. In short, this means that the water molecules transfer protons. One molecule gains a proton, becoming hydronium, and the other gives away a proton, becoming hydroxide.
But wait, what's Kw?
I'm glad you asked. Kw is used for the ion product constant. It keeps things uniform and understood for water units. The equation is this: Kw equals hydronium times hydroxide. Cool! Moving right along. Next up, we have pH and the pH scale.
I know that one. pH is the measurement of the acidity or alkalinity of a solution.
Right. So that makes things either acidic or basic.
Like lemon juice and Pepto-Bismol?
Correct. So, as you know, lemon juice is a common acid, which means it donates protons. It has lower than a 6.9 on the pH scale. And with Pepto-Bismol, you know that's a base, meaning that it accepts protons. It scores above a 7.1 on the pH scale. That's why it settles your stomach, because it cancels out the acids.
So what happened to 7?
Well, that one's in between. It's neutral. That means that the acids and bases are in balance, like I was saying before, with the stomach acids.
Oh!
Yeah, it's pretty basic when you break it all down. Today on Science Experiment of the Week, we will be testing pH. There are a few household items that are either acids or bases, so let's find out. First up is lemon juice. And as we test it, we see that it turns a deep red color, giving it a pH balance of 1 or 2, making it very acidic. Next up is vinegar, and as you can see, it also turns a deep dark red, giving it probably a pH balance of 1. Next is black coffee, and as we test it, it comes out to be about an orange color, giving it maybe a pH balance of 4 or 5. Here's salt water, and it comes out to another orange color, probably about a 6 or a 7. Milk, testing that, almost perfectly matches the 7, making it neutral but slightly acidic. Next, we tested soapy water, and it came out to be a bright lime green, giving it a pH balance of 8 or 9. Finally, we tested bleach, and as you can see, it came out the deepest color, a dark blue, giving it the highest pH of 11, making it strongly basic. And there you go! That's our experiment for the week. Let's get academic. It's time for calculations. Now, it's not so bad. Look! Here's how to calculate pH when we are given the hydronium concentration. It's the negative log times the hydronium concentration. Here, let me show you an example. Now, Lucinda here has a glass of special juice that her mom gave her for lunch. She knows the hydronium concentration of her juice, but she'd like to find out the pH level of the solution. If the hydronium ion concentration is 5 times 10 to the negative 4th, what is the pH level of her juice? Lucinda, would you care to figure this one out?
Yes.
So, negative log, okay, times 5 times 10 to the negative 4th. Enter.
Oh, my juice has a pH level of 3.33. That's pretty acidic. Thanks.
Take your juice and get out of here, Lucinda. What if we want to calculate the hydronium ion concentration when we're given the pH? It's simple, really. We just have to take 10 to the negative pH value. Sound confusing?
Yes.
It isn't. Let me show you. This is Becky. Say hello, Becky.
Hello.
Now, Becky likes milk. She knows that milk has a pH level of 6.7. Right, Becky?
Right.
Okay. So to figure out the hydronium ion concentration of the milk, what do you need to do, Becky?
Oh, I have to take 10 to the negative power of 6.7, right? Because that is the pH balance.
Correct. Why don't you do that problem for us on our science board, Becky?
Well, pH equals 10 to the negative 6.7. So that equals 1.995 times 10 to the negative 7.
Correct. Take your milk, Becky.
Wow, thanks for teaching us so much about acids, bases, and the pH scale.
Oh, my friends. It's all in a day's work. Just remember what I taught you and life is smooth sailing from here.
Bye!
Bye.
D-Weezy on the track. D-Weezy on the track.
We out!
Baby boy the prince.